But you also talk about Amanda Bynes. You write about her in the book, and you say she was like all of our little sister, and we've all been very protective of her. We had to watch out for our little ones. Amanda was the sweetest, happiest girl, and she loved to laugh. She was an explosion of bright innocence and joy. I connected with her because she was laser focused like me and had a very sweet, supportive family. Unfortunately, some leeches sent her down a dark path. When she went left for a little while, we all were sad. I cared about her, and I still do. She's good people.
That's a good quote.
It's
yeah.
a beautiful quote.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful quote.
That's a good quote.
I just saw a post. She's trying to go to nail school. She wants to go to cosmetology school.
Good.
And I kind of follow her from afar. Have you
Yeah.
been able to talk with her lately at all?
I unfortunately haven't spoken to Amanda since she was really, really young. Like
Yeah.
when she was doing like her first movies. I think the soccer movie
Yeah.
was like around that time. It was the last time I actually saw her. So
But you
I'm
chose
just
to
rooting
write
for
about
her
it, yeah.
from afar. Because yeah, I'm just going down memory lane, and I gotta shout out my writing partner, Dibs Bear, because she did a wonderful job on this book with me. And I never get to shout them out. So shout out to Dibs. It's a wonderful book, and from what I've been told, it's a good read for people.
I mean, it's not just a good read. It's
yeah.
my team knows, I'll be very honest, I'm not a fan of memoirs because I've had people come on and they go, I didn't write that. I'm like, no, it's on page 16.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
you know, or it's a
Yeah.
weird thing with memoirs, and I've had it happen many times, but you did not lean out of any of the things that you put in the book, including your love for, your support of Amanda. And, you know, the big story in the room, as you know, is this documentary called Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. It is a series that I've watched. I know you haven't seen it, and I understand why. You didn't participate in it. You're not quoted in it, but it is an investigation into allegations of sexual abuse, racism, sexism, and more at Nickelodeon by a show creator, Dan Schneider, who played a part in creating some of the work that you did there. Schneider produced all that for 4 seasons and executive produced Kenan and Kel, I think, just for 1 season.
Yeah, I mean,
I know
it's tough.
this is hard.
It's a tough subject, you know, because it's tough for me because like, I can't really speak on things that I never witnessed. You know what I'm saying? Because all these things happened after I left, basically, and Dan wasn't really on Kenan and Kel like that. I mean, he got it created by credit, but you know, there was a different showrunner, so our worlds weren't really like overly, you know, overlapping like that outside of all that necessarily. And then all that negativity kind of started happening outside of like our tenure there, you know what I mean? So like, I wasn't really aware of a lot of it, but my heart goes out to, you know, anybody that's been victimized or their families, you know what I mean? I mean, like, I think it's a good thing that the doc is out and it's, you know, putting things, you know, on display that need to be, you know, stories that need to be told for this, you know, accountability's sake. But it's definitely tough to watch because I have fond memories of that place, you know, and I have fond memories of, you know, my co-stars and stuff like that. So to hear that they've gone through terrible things like that is just, it's really tough.
We did reach out to Dan Schneider's team, and they directed us to a response that he posted on YouTube. We also reached out, of course, to the production company, and they said that, you know, they investigate all of these things, investigate all of the allegations.
Well, investigate more. I mean, because it's like, you know, it's supposed to be a safe space, you know, it's supposed to be a safe place for kids. And like, to hear all about that is just like, how dare you, you know?